Reverse engineer those goals, find out what activities you've got to do to accomplish them, and track them. You will fine-tune a formula. Number 3, you need to keep things actionable and achievable. It's great to have the great big hairy accomplishments and those great big giant goals and those big stretch accomplishments. But for short-term success, you need to plan appropriately for the day by day. In turn, you will hit your long-term strategy. Give yourself some more achievable real estate goals that you can easily see that will keep you motivated. Focus on the activity instead of the results. We talked about that a couple of weeks ago. You need to celebrate the fact that you got out of bed, you read through your plan for the day, you actioned your items, you made your phone calls, and you actually got some appointments scheduled. Celebrate. Work hard every day. But don't be afraid to focus on what you did to get there. It's not just about the party at the end when you actually do the closing. If you're focused on making 20 calls that day, the appointments are going to happen as a result. So you just need to make sure it's an achievable accomplishment for you. Next is relevance. You have got to make sure that your goals align with your overall business objectives. It is best to focus on your goals that are directly relevant to your production. You can work towards becoming that superstar agent on Instagram with 5,000 followers, and that's great. But if it doesn't directly impact your business growth, I don't care how big you are on Insta, I don't care how many followers you got on TikTok, if it's not bringing you deals every single month, if you're not averaging one close a month, if that's your minimum requirement, then the social media is not where you need to be spending your time. It's not helping you achieve your objectives. And then you need to give yourself a deadline. Everything with a deadline must be completed on time. This is your opportunity to work on your time management skills. If you do not give yourself a deadline, so you can accomplish the tasks and the goals and everything else that interrupts, they're going to languish. They're going to sit on your to-do list forever. This is why I don't talk about a task system. I talk about a goals system. Must have a timeline, must be completed by. Otherwise, you're just going to leave it on the list. Oh, look, I accomplished some things on my list today versus I got my 20 calls done. So why should real estate agents set goals? Hey, if you want to crush it in business, you've got to set some serious goals. And serious goals mean serious money. I am talking about the kind of goals that are going to light the fire under your ass and keep you laser focused no matter what. Without the goals, you're just going to drift along in this business. And as the business shifts, as we talked about last week, you're just going to be sitting around hoping for the best, hoping to get lucky. Your sphere of influence is going to run dry. Your friends are not all going to want to buy houses all year, every year. You're going to have to meet some cold call opportunities. But when you've got a clear target to aim for and you've got clear assignments for yourself on how to get there, you are unstoppable. Setting a goal is not just about dreaming big. It's about holding yourself accountable and making those things happen. When you've got specific goals to work towards, you are so much more likely to take action and to push yourself outside of your comfort zone. It's okay if a cold call tells you, pound sand, don't ever call me again. You're one step closer to the yes. And when you finally achieve those goals, that feeling of accomplishment is going to be the jet fuel for your motivation. Promise you. Nothing gets you up in the morning quite like success the day before. So process. What's the process that I need to go through to actually choose the right real estate agent goals? What is going to make a difference? Okay. So you know you need goals. How do you make sure you're picking the right ones? It starts, honestly, with just a little bit of self-reflection. You need to take a good hard look at where you are right now, where you want to be. I am sure you followed tons of actionable real estate tips. So what is actually working well for you? What could you be doing better? What could you really achieve in this business if you simply applied yourself and stopped demotivating or making excuses for your daily activities? Once you get a handle on that, honestly, it's time to just put those intentions down on paper. From there, we can make goals. Goal setting for a real estate agent creates a really good agent. It's going to make sure that all your goals are challenging but doable. It's going to make sure that they actually matter for your career. Focus on the goals that are going to make the biggest impact first. You hear me chuckle quite often about the arts and crafts behind independent business owners and how entrepreneurs need to do dream boards and cut pictures out of magazines and glue them on paper so that they can actualize what they want to accomplish. That's good. That's the big hairy goals in the backpack here that are going to be, those are what I want to do. That's my dream car, my dream house, my dream family, my dream beach, my dream vacation, whatever it is that makes you happy. What I'm talking about is the short term versus that long term real estate agent. Huge difference. You've got to keep a mix of those so that you can keep your motivation on track. So your short term goals, these are the goals that you can knock out in just a few months to a year. Think quarterly. Choosing a certain number of deals every quarter to earn specific commission incomes help you hit your annualized goal of what you want to make every year in the real estate business. Long-term goals are the opposite of that. These are going to take you a few years to achieve. I suggest you do the 2-4-6 method, honestly. In big business, we did the first year, third year, fifth year. Here, I would honestly suggest, because of how rapidly business changes, do the 2-4-6, especially if you're a new agent. It's going to get you set on some real expectations and how you can really build even a rock star team around that methodology if you want to be able to get a lot more agents to work with you. But the key to ensuring that all your short-term goals are going to be stepping stones to those long-term objectives is going to be consistency and appreciating the work that you're doing, celebrating the process along the way. So let's talk about the goals for an experienced agent. Some senior level consultants, listen up, that are here at Keystone versus brand new agents. And we're excited about our brand new agent program that's kicking off. I've got meetings with my new agent leader this week. I cannot wait to see what she's got planned and how we're going to build a new team around her vision and how we're going to keep her busy with these brand new agents and how we're going to create better consultancy and better agents for the outside world to create that better client experience in the long run. Goals are going to change, depends on that experience level. So if you're following a new agent checklist, for example, your focus is going to be building that initial client base. It's going to be getting those first few deals knocked out, get those under your belt. We have a 6 metric here at Keystone. Brand new agents need to be able to complete 6 deals with a guide so that nothing falls through the cracks, so that when they're finally out there released to the wild to be a full-time agent by themselves, they have had all the experience, all the Jiminy Crickets sitting on their shoulder, making sure that they don't make mistakes that could get them in trouble and fall into liable situations. You might set your goals around attending a certain amount of network events, get yourself a specific number of leads each week. Obviously, real estate goals for new agents are going to be about getting the business up and running. What do you need to do to get the train started? Because believe me, once you get that train started in real estate, all you have to do is keep pouring the coal to it. It will keep moving down the track, but don't. Goals will look slightly different if you are a seasoned pro. Maybe you're focused on expanding your business. Maybe you're focused on getting your broker's license, for example, or branching into different niches, moving up into luxury homes, or doing even commercial work. You're going to need to set goals around how you're going to improve your marketing, how you're going to change your game plan, how you're going to implement new technical tools to be able to support you and to help streamline your processes. Because when you're bringing in something new to an already functional machine, you don't want your focus to change from learning the new part so well that you forget to put coal in the engine. The key is to keep challenging yourself and pushing boundaries to what's possible. We had a class about all of the different jobs and all the different roles that you can have with your real estate license if you really want to grow it and expand it to its potential. This is how you do that. You master each art. You create a surgical center for your clients. So no matter what the problem, you have an expert or an expertise personally to be able to solve it and get them into a healthier state, to make them feel better about their decisions. There is no way that I woke up and decided that today I'm going to tell everybody how to have all of the best habits in the world because I achieve all my habits that way. No, absolutely not. I have struggled in real estate. I have had my problems dealing with market shifts. I have learned all these things too. I had plenty of support when I was getting through, but the support that I had was about knowledge and the way that I surrounded myself with good people, with good intelligence, always a good intention for my success. I'm going to tell you, if you want to achieve those same kind of goals and you want to get yourself to the next level, you need to level up yourself, your own personal habits. Bring it all the way back to Aristotle. We are what we repeatedly do. So if you want to become a successful real estate agent, if you want to master habits of success, magic is going to happen in the smallest details that you set yourself up for success.